Previously on Up the Ives. We are 2-0 down to Blythe Spartans after just 12 minutes. We've only seen 26 minutes and we are 4-0 down. What is going on? It is disappointing. Very, very disappointing. I'm going to be saying I'm not happy with your performance at all. That is awful. We need to start performing better very, very quickly. Hi guys, FM19 here. Welcome to the channel, and I'm really excited to be able to bring back the Up the Ives save, where we are the St Ives Town Manager and Football Manager 2019, trying to work our way from non-league football all the way to European champions. Now, if you haven't seen any of the series yet, then I will leave a link above. Make sure you click on it, watch it from the very start. I've really enjoyed making it. But for any of you that don't want to go and watch back or need a recap if you have been watching the series, then I'm going to give a brief overview of the save, what's happened so far, and then after that we will delve into the game and potentially get a couple of games underway. So carry on watching, guys. Hope you enjoy it. If you're new to the channel as well, subscribe, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell for notifications when we're releasing the videos, which will be out every Friday at 7 PM. And let's get cracking with this episode. So I'm going to give a brief overview of the team. We were founded in 1887, surprisingly, 1 year after Arsenal were founded. We're a semi-professional club. We obviously started the save down in the Premier Central Division. We're based in Cambridgeshire. Our nickname is the Saints, and obviously the key saying, hashtag, etc. If you follow St Ives Town on Twitter, make sure you do so, is Up the Ives, which is of course the name of this series. So this is how our season finished in our first season. We won the league, as you can see, dominated the league, finished on 99 points, won 30 games, only lost 3. We were the only side in the division that didn't have double figures for defeats. And we finished 15 points ahead of Tamworth, who also got promoted in second place. Now, after getting promoted so convincingly, you would have forgiven us for thinking that we would have a decent start in the National League North. And although we did have an okay start, it dropped off towards the end of the season. As you can see, we finished in 19th place. Well, you can see it on the screen behind me. You finished in 19th place, only 3 points from safety. And it really, really was a struggle. We failed to adapt. It was really hard to get players in. It's going to be a part of this episode that we're going to have a look into, or maybe the next episode, but we're briefly going to touch on it. But we really struggled to get anyone in. No one wanted to come to us. Surprisingly, when we were trying to look for players, they were happy to go to clubs in divisions below us, but they didn't want to come to us. So I'm not sure why. I don't know if it was a setting in the database or not, but we struggled to get players. We had to get in free transfers, and it was really tough. Now, in pre-season, we brought in a lot of players on a free transfer. As you can see, I think there was 11 players there. Madeira, Bridgman, Cox, Gallimore. Gallimore we had on loan last season from Scunthorpe. Medway, Ronnie McCarthy, Jack Houghton, Max Harris, Kane Dean, Ryan Flitton, Danny Kelly came back to the club, legend in the first season, decided to drop divisions, don't know why, but he's come back to the club. And then Aaron Dowsett as well, we got him from Bedford on a free. The only player that's gone out is Luke Cox, who's gone out on loan. Came to the club, very promising player, but he caused a bit of friction in the team, so we had to get rid. So we've had a busy transfer window in our attempt to get promoted from this division into the Vanarama National League. And how have we done so far? We are currently bottom of the league. We've only won 1 game in 15 games so far this season, and we've lost 10. We're the only side that has got double figures for defeats. We've got the worst defence, conceding 23 goals, and we're 6 points away from safety, as we only have 7 points so far this season. So it's been a very, very disappointing start to the season. As you can see here, there's been a lot of defeats. To be fair, pre-season we done quite well. We drew 1-0 with Wimbledon, 0-0 with Monaco reserves, lost 2-1 to Hibs, lost 2-1 to Lincoln. But after that, we really struggled in the league. We started really well. We won 2-1, drew 3-3. After that, it went downhill. We were using the 4-4-2 formation, but obviously that has not really worked. We have played around with it a little bit. We've used a a 4-5-1, a 4-1-4-1, a 5-4-1, a 4-2-4. 4-2-4 we used at the start of the save, which done quite well. We've tried the 4-3-3. We've tried a lot of formations. At the moment, we've gone to a 4-1-4-1. I'll show you that formation in a second, but it's done okay. We beat Aldershot in the FA Cup 4th qualifying rounds, beat them 1-0. We lost 1-0 to Stockport, who top of the league, a very good side. Scarborough 6th in the league, we lost 2-1 to them. Joe Hood with a goal. So I'm hoping this new formation that we started using towards the end of the save is going to start working. If not, I want to switch to the old 4-2-4 and play around with that. But here's our tactics at the moment. It is the formation that I said never works for us and I didn't want to use, but we are using it. As you can see, 4 at the back. We've got Sundar as a defensive mid. The team reports say that he should be playing as a central defender, but it never seems to work out for me. Hood and Parker have always been a good, solid centre midfield partnership. I'm happy with them too. The wings we seem to struggling with, and then we've got Newman up front as a target man. So I just want to have a look at the team report for our current ability. As you can see, it's not too great. We will compare that with the league in a second. But, I mean, defensively, we've got Dowsett, who's a 4.5 star. He's going to be a key player for us. Sundar, like I said, 3.5 star defence, but he doesn't normally play that well defensively. So we've got him as a defensive mid at the moment. He's a 3 star. Wing backs or fullbacks, whatever you want to call them, we are struggling. They're nothing higher than a 2 star. So potentially we need to improve that. Winger Ben Baker is one of our star players. Like I said, Hoods, Parker, very good in centre midfield, but they are only 2 and 2.5 star at the moment. Dawkins only a 2 star on the left wing, and it's struggling there. Behind the striker we're struggling. And then up front we've got Gallimore on a 3 star. Darwin 2.5. The rest are 2 star ability. But an interesting thing to look at is if we go to our potential ability, we have got some very, very good young players. Look at all these 4, 5, 4.5 stars that we've got in every single position. So the future is looking promising, but that is, as far as I'm aware, for this division. So potentially it's saying they're going to be a 5 star in the future, but if we get promoted, they might drop down to 4 star or 3 star potential. So be interesting to see how these players develop, but potentially we have got a lot of players that will be very, very good in this division in the future. But like I say, our aim is to get promoted. We want to dominate Europe, so we need to get out of this division. Now, we can use these players as part of the squad, but ideally we need to improve our first team. And if you have a look at our team reports for our strengths and weaknesses, one of our strengths is that we have one of the best scouting teams in the competition. Now, if you remember me saying, I've really, really struggled to get players in. I'm really going to push this now. I haven't really touched the scouting team before. I'm going to really, really get these guys going out there looking to find players that will be interested in joining us that can improve our first team. Like I said, our youth team is very good. We've got a lot of good young players there, but we need to improve this first team. So I'm going to get my scouts working around the clock, trying to find us some quality players for our first team. But as you can see, Joe Hood is a very good player. Dowsett is excellent at centre-back. Ben Baker represents superb quality on the right wing. I love Ben Baker. He's great on this game. Max Harris is the best free, able to play in goal. Passing seems very, very good. A pass completion rate of 75%. Got good decision makers. Aerially, our goalkeepers are generally good. We've got a lot of youth prospects, and we've got plenty of room in the wage budget. I want to have a look at the comparison with the league to see where we are. In terms of average age, 23.16. We're 14th in the league for that. What's this one? Average height. We're one of the tallest, which is why initially I was playing direct football. We are one of the tallest sides, so it worked well in our favour. Decision making, second in the league, which is good to know. First touch is very poor, one of the lowest. Passing, strength, work rate, teamwork, they're all the lowest in the league. So these are areas that we definitely need to improve. Goalkeeper wise, 12th, second for aerial reach in the league. But then we're let down in other areas. Command of area 7th, not too bad there. 12th for agility. But 1 versus 1s, throw-ons, handling, kicking. There are weak areas for our goalkeepers. Defensively, again, pretty much the worst. We need to improve our defence massively. Midfield-wise, again, you can see it's very low. Bottom for pretty much everything. The only decent one is our decision making, where we're 6th in the league, but the rest is very poor. So we do need to improve our midfield there. Attacking wise, again, we are very, very low in all stats, apart from jumping where we're 12th and heading where we're 13th, which obviously highlights our key attribute up front is in our aerial dominance. Physically, again, very poor. Not going to go too much into that. Mentally, again, we are very, very, very poor. We need to improve that. Nothing really stands out apart from, again, decision making, which we have covered on. And then technically in the league, we are the worst, pretty much for everything. So as you can see, despite our team report for our stats and position not being too bad, when you look at it this way, comparing ourselves to everyone else in the division, we are pretty much the worst at everything. So that's why we've gone for a more defensive approach. We are one of the worst sides in the league, as you saw from that comparison, and we need to be a tight, solid unit to try and break down teams, wear them out, and then maybe hit on the counter-attack or hit them late in the game. Now, I quickly want to look as well at the finances. As you can see, we've got no money in the transfer budget. Wage budget, we're only spending half of that, but the current balance overall is 190,000 in debt. We are losing money, although we've made a profit this month. This is something that definitely needs to improve. I don't think we get any money through selling players. So again, if you guys have got any tips on how to make money as a non-league side, then let me know. But that is not our priority at the moment. We can carry on losing money as long as we're sticking to our budgets. That is up for the football club. We just need to work on the football side. And obviously, if we start winning games, then more fans will come and hopefully we'll start making more money. Now, I've asked my scouts to do some scouting for me, as obviously I mentioned earlier. But one thing I've noticed, especially for or in this St Ives save, I don't know if any of you guys have had the issue, especially in the lower league database. But obviously, I've been recommended this player. It says he's currently operating at a regional Premier Division level. He has the potential to be a Vanarama North player in the future. Would be a good signing. So that to me says these star levels don't work, because it's saying his current ability is a 3.5 star, but it's saying he's not good enough for a Vanarama North yet. It's quite confusing, to be honest. What position is he? Midfielder. Passing's okay. He does look pretty good, to be fair. So what I'm going to do is he on a free transfer? No, he's at Barnet. He's going to cost us money. I'm going to keep scouting him. But yeah, I just wondered if you guys are having the same thing. We have got some other players. He don't look very good. I'm not going to bother carrying on with him. Keep scouting him because he's one for the future, but not a player for now. And as you can see, the game that we've got coming up, and I know I've done a lot of talking, so this will be our only game in this episode. We've got York City, so FM Trequartista will be happy with this episode. So the game's getting closer. As you can see, we are clearly not the favourites to win this one. 13-2. Again, a reason why we're going very defensive, because York are at 2-5. They should be dominating us this season. Breakdown of the game, part-time with St Ives. To have any chance in this difficult match, they're going to have to keep it tight. So even the newspapers are telling me what to do in this game. I need to keep it tight, people. We need to be defensive. We need to snatch a goal on the break. We're on a poor run of form. We've gone 15 games without a win, and we find ourselves bottom of the league. So again, like I said, we need to improve it. York are doing well in the league so far. They're 5th. They've won 3 of the last 5 away games. So again, they're going to fancy themselves in this game. So our lineup for today's game is Conway in goal, Madeira right back, Doubtsit, McCarthy in the centre, Flitting at left back, Sundar as a defensive anchor man, Parker and Hood in the centre, Dorkin and Baker on the wings with Jake Newman up front. So we're playing defensively. I'm hoping we can keep it tight against York here today. There's just confirmation of the lineup. They're playing the same setup as us, and I'm hoping that we can snatch a unlikely win in this game. Our first win, it will be in 15 games. But before we do, I just need to have a slight change. There we go. I realised I was playing with the Barcelona blue outlay. This is the white outlay for St Ives Town. So we're already set up now for the game. Let's get into it. Let's see what we can do. I'm going to hand it over to Ricky. Let him do the team talk before we go into this. Let's go. Let's do this. Let's get a good result here today against York City. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what happened. I'll be interested to see what you guys think I should be doing as well to improve our fortunes. But like I said, we've gone on a bit of a scouting network. I've been looking at around 80 players potentially that we could bring in. But there's been some good ones that I've wanted. But again, they're saying that they're not interested in coming to us. And like I said, some of the players at scouting, they're giving them good ratings, but then saying that they're suitable for the division below us. But York City going close early on in the game. The ball was palmed away by Conway for a corner. And it's still looking dangerous. Des Prez whips the ball in. It's a floater, and Hamilton's header is superbly saved by Conway. What we want to do in this game is hold on. The aim is to try and get to half-time without conceding a goal. Build a bit of confidence up that way. But they've just gone... Oh, I thought that was going to go in there. York going close. They hit the bar. It bounced up. And it was cleared off the line by the defender. They done well there. But again, they're coming at us. Remember, York are 5th in the league. They're going to be very difficult to break down. But defensively, like I said, we need to be tight. We need to be solid. And we need to stop them penetrating us first. And then hit on the counter-attack. But we are playing a bit wider. Looking to get them balls into the box. Hopefully Newman can beat the defenders in the air. But he didn't win that one there. Law pumps the long ball forward. The high line is beaten. Hamilton's through. And Conway again is there to deny York and keep us level in this game. Got a chance here. Flitton with a free kick. He's hit the post. Newman nearly getting a chance there. Baker picks the ball up. It's deflected away. Des Prez on the attack now for York City. But it breaks down. And a good chance there by Wright and Flitton. I can't even remember what I was talking about now. We've gone at half-time. It's 0-0 still. We've kept the clean sheet. And this formation playing defensively seems to be working defensively for us. We're not conceding as many goals. But we're just struggling to get the ball forward. We're struggling in their half. We're struggling in the centre of midfield. And we can't get these ball forwards. And I'm tempted just to see what happens. And shoot me if you want to. It may be the wrong decision. But I'm tempted to switch this over to direct football. We might be giving the ball away a lot more often, but we might be getting the balls into the box. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to make a change. It's been working so far, 0-0. Really, I probably shouldn't be changing this, but I want to try and get a goal even though we're playing defensively. So we're going on direct, Dorking on the ball here. Remember, we're not very technical either. So despite our passing success rate being pretty good, we are one of the worst passers in the league. McCarthy on the ball looking for Dowsett. What's he going to do with it? He's lost the ball. He divvied on the ball too much. Hamilton's through. Hamilton scores. 2 minutes into this second half. And we are losing 1-0 to York City. All because of a defensive error. All he had to do was pump the ball long. And this is why I want it on direct as well. Because technically he should be getting that ball there and just pumping it forward. He took a poor touch. And Hamilton took the ball off him and tucked it away. Conway didn't have a chance. He's been superb all game, but he didn't have a chance with that one. It's been a very tight game. Laura with a free kick now for York City. Whips the ball in. Collins is there. Collins tucks it away. We are losing 2-0. So now we need to do something. What can we do? We can't carry on the way we're going at the moment. Dowsett pissed me off after that mistake, but Dawson, not Dawson, don't know why I said Dawson. Ronnie McCarthy is looking very tired, so I'm going to put Sundyer there. I'm going to drop the defensive line a bit. And then I'm going to stick another forward up. That's what we need to do. And I'm going to bring on Levy Gallimore as an advanced... I'm going to put him on as a poacher. See what he does. Jake Newman can win the flick-ons. We've got Dorkin and Baker on the wings. Let's see how we do with the change of formation. We're still going to stay defensive because... we can't break it down, but we'll see what happens. We will see what happens. There's just confirmation of that goal. Good crossing by Law. Collins tucks it away. The defender didn't follow him. And that's what has been one of our issues this season. Defensively, we've been very poor. So hopefully we can bring someone in to help with that. Well worked free kick. But we're losing 2-0 now. We've changed the formation. What can we do? And now is the time. We just have to go very attacking now. We need to score the goals. Right, so they're going to be our changes. Let's see if we can get back in this game, or are they going to make it 3-0? Law with the free kick. Law's made it 3-0. Game is over. 8 minutes to go. Maybe it was the change from passing to direct that has affected us. But to be fair, even if it was on passing, the first goal was an individual mistake. The other 2 goals have been from set pieces. So maybe it wouldn't have changed it. Maybe we're playing, let's have a quick look. I think we're playing with stuck in. So I'm going to take that off. And Joe Hoods has got a consolation goal for us now. We almost missed that goal, but luckily we've got replays in this game. Let's have a quick look to see what happened there. Madeira with a good throw on there. Look for Gallimore. Good long ball. The direct work there. Newman lost the ball, but Hood picked it up. Instant shot. Fantastic goal by Joe Hood. That's what he's done for the last 3 seasons. He really has been solid from that position. He reminds me of an English Aaron Ramsey. Even if we got another goal now, it's not going to affect the game. We've still lost. The whistle's blown now, and we have lost. That is confirmation. We have lost 3-1. And it just means that we haven't had any luck in coming back into this game, and maybe it would have given us a win just because it missed us. Just because it missed us, but it hasn't. It hasn't missed us, and it's let us lose, and lose well. And I think playing on direct has caused an issue. The second half, they have created a lot more shots compared to us. So it'd be interesting to see if I just keep it on passing in the next few games what happens. But maybe if we played on direct, Joe Hood never would have scored his goal. It was a good try by the guys. Obviously it's a difficult game, but the next game that we've got coming up is against Chesterfield in the FA Cup first round. So we're very likely to go out of the first round there. Where are Chesterfield? They are currently top of League 2. So yeah, I can't see us getting a result against Chesterfield. It is at home. But all the same, I don't think we're going to get a result there. So what we're going to do is I'm going to play those games. We're going to come back. I'm not sure when. I'll play as many games as possible. As you can see, I'm going to get rid of my face. Just so I can show you the league table again. And there's confirmation. 17 games, 1 win, 5 draws, 11 defeats, 25 goal difference. We are now only 5 points away from safety. So it has improved. But, well, by 1 point anyway. But we are bottom of the league still. Hopefully by the next time we come back, we can be out of this bottom 3. That is the aim. This season, I'm just going for consolidation. We want to stay in this league and then have a really big summer in improving the squad. But the main thing to do this season, I can't see us getting promoted. We are 20 points away from 7th place SC United. So it's very unlikely that we're going to get promoted this season. There's only, there are 42 games in the season, so we've got 25 games left. We're bottom of the league. The aim for this season is to consolidate, maybe even bring some of these youth players through for next season, but we need to stay in this league. So hopefully when we come back in the next episode, we will be out of that bottom 3. Now, that's the end of the episode, guys. I really want to say thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the return of Up the Ives. If you have, then hit that like button for me, guys. I really appreciate it. And if you're new to the channel, it's the first time you've watched the Up the Ives Football Manager 2019 series with St Ives Town, then please subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell so you get updated every time we bring out a video. But like I said, every Friday at 7 PM, we will be releasing these videos. Thank you very much, guys. Take care. See you soon.